let's be honest, travel sucks now. Let's talk about the golden age of travel.
Flying was glamorous, holidays were simpler, and you didn't need 15 tabs open to book a trip.
So we decided to test it.
No blue dot, no algorithms, just directions, descriptions, and a little bit of faith.
Over the next 2 days, we're navigating Seville exactly like that. The question is, was the golden age of travel actually better? Back in the day, travel meant luxury. Only the bougiest got to go abroad.
So of course we're flying business class and wearing our jazziest airport outfits. A holiday abroad was the ultimate luxury, and the ultimate luxury meant comfort.
And since we're flying business, we get access to the fanciest lounge at Gatwick. Unlimited food, unlimited drinks, and no one fighting over a plug socket.
I won't lie, this trip already feels more special than my usual package holiday, and we haven't even got on the plane yet. Okay, time to board.
In the 60s, standard seats were wider and you had maybe 3 to 4 more inches of legroom. Plus, your food and drink was all included. I can't remember the last time I had an actual meal on a short-haul flight.
It all sounds so luxurious, doesn't it? And it really was. But there were some parts that we couldn't recreate without being kicked off the plane or possibly arrested.
I.e. smoking. So while you may have had a bigger seat, you would have also been breathing in a load of second-hand smoke for the whole flight. Plus, the cabins would have been much, much louder, and the flights themselves wouldn't have been as safe or reliable as they are today.
With no package holidays in the old days, that meant there were no hordes of holidaymakers squeezing onto a coach or shuttle. So of course we had to hire a private car and driver to take us to the hotel. And the hotel was interesting.
In the 1960s, travellers to Seville might have stayed in small family-run pensiones or historic state-run paradores. We decided to stay in a former convent in the heart of the old town. Before we start, let's go over the house rules properly.
Rule number 1, we have to travel as authentically 1960s as possible.
Rule 2, no phones, paper maps and guides only.
Rule number 3, no pre-booking anything, we just have to show up and hope for the best. Since we're not using our phones, we're even taking our photography back to the 1960s with this 35mm film camera. I can't wait to see how the shots turn out in 4 weeks' time, I guess.
Quick note, we will be paying for everything with a credit card because...
Who even takes cash these days?
So today is all about exploring the city, and our first stop is right there.
The cathedral is usually completely booked out days in advance. Thankfully, we were there out of season early enough to make it in, but even then the queue was already around the corner.
This one feels like a win for modern travel because booking in advance is definitely much safer if you don't want to be disappointed.
But then again, back in the day, over-tourism just wasn't a thing yet, so there were also fewer people all trying to squeeze into the same iconic landmark.
This cathedral is pretty unique because it actually began life as a mosque. It's one of the biggest Gothic cathedrals in the world, coming in at 11,000 square metres, which is about 1.5 football pitches, or 3 big Tesco's.
It took over 120 years to build, contains around 80 chapels, and a pretty staggering collection of art and artefacts, like the Custodia de Juan de Arce, a 4-tier tower of gold and silver standing nearly 4 metres tall, and the statue of King Ferdinand III of Castile.
You're not supposed to have your knees out in here. It's against the rules. There's also the Retablo Mayor, the largest altarpiece in the world, if you can see it past everyone's phones. And the remains of Christopher Columbus. That's where the guy who directed Home Alone 2, first 2 Harry Potter films, Gremlins, Mrs. Doubtfire, Gremlins 3, is buried. Didn't even know he died.
Attached to the cathedral and seemingly designed to humble anyone who looks up at it is the Giralda. 800 years old, 100 metres tall and almost entirely lacking in stairs.
We are about to climb the equivalent of Spanish Big Ben. with no steps so that horses can go up there in the old days. Not today, probably.
Yeah. Which means they would have had to have got through that. Which is pretty tight, to be honest. Let's go. With the height of Big Ben to climb and basically no stairs, instead there are 35 ramps. Have a guess how long you think this takes to walk up and let us know in the comments.
The Almohad architects designed them so that a horse and rider could reach the top without breaking stride. In theory, you could cycle it. Apparently several people have. Couldn't be us though.
The tower was the original mosque minaret and was first completed in 1198. This makes it older than the Magna Carta, the Aztec Empire, and older than the concept of the sonnet.
It was already 250 years old when they started building the cathedral.
Because I never want to walk up those again. So yeah, in total it took about 6 minutes and 15 seconds to get to the top, which might not sound like a lot, but it really feels like it when you're walking uphill in a circle the whole time.
That said, it's definitely worth it for what's arguably the best view you can get of Seville. And I guess that's our cue to move on.
After a quick detour through the orange tree courtyard, next on our list of places to see and only a short walk away from the cathedral is the Real Alcázar. It's the oldest royal palace still in active use in Europe.
Not preserved, not museumified, the Spanish royal family actually stay here when they visit the city. There are rooms tourists never see because they were literally in use last Tuesday.
The style here is called mudéjar, a uniquely Spanish hybrid that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. Christian kings, Muslim craftsmen, Jewish scribes, all working in the same building at the same time, producing something none of them could have made alone.
It's what happens when three civilizations occupy the same city for long enough that the borders between them start to dissolve. In the heart of the palace lies arguably the single most Instagrammed spot in the Alcázar, the Patio de las Doncellas, or the Courtyard of the Maidens.
To be fair, it is absolutely stunning to look at, providing again you can actually see it past everyone else's phone screens. As nice as it is to come home with some great holiday snaps, it feels incredibly freeing just taking in the sights and appreciating all the intricate details. In all honesty, how often do any of us even go back and look through the hundreds of photos we've taken of that one gorgeous location anyway?
Beyond the crowds and through a low archway, the noise drops away entirely. The gardens, it turns out, were keeping themselves to themselves. The Alcázar Gardens are one of those rare places that manage to feel simultaneously manicured and slightly wild.
Centuries of different rulers, all adding sections in different styles. It's less a design garden and more a living archaeological site that happens to smell of orange blossom.
One modern day screen connection we can't escape out here though is Game of Thrones. The gardens were used as the water gardens of Dawn in seasons 5 and 6, and we can see why.
The production designers essentially looked at the Alcázar and decided it already looked exactly like a fantasy kingdom, and they just left it alone. We could have easily spent the whole afternoon relaxing out here with the peacocks, but we had one more place to visit before the sun went down.
The Plaza de España wasn't built for Seville. It was built to impress the world.
It's another Sevillian location made all the more famous for its use as a film set, most notably Lawrence of Arabia and Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones.
Naturally, we had to recreate at least one of them.
One moment we were in a galaxy far, far away, the next, the sound of a guitar, a single stamp of a heel, and Seville pulled us firmly back to Earth.
If you get the chance, you absolutely have to see a live flamenco performance, and we can't think of a more iconic place to see it than the plaza. The acoustics of the curved ceramic walls throw the sound in unexpected ways, and the light in the late afternoon turns everything amber and gold, and the sheer scale of the backdrop gives even an informal performance a kind of accidental grandeur.
Flamenco didn't come from theatres or stages, it came from the Gitano communities of Andalusia, from kitchens and courtyards and late nights, from people performing for each other rather than for an audience. The techniques take years, sometimes even decades to perfect, and what looks effortless almost never is. We left the plaza as the light dropped and let the city walk us home.
The next morning we set out in search of coffee and found, completely by accident, the strangest thing in Seville.
I don't think that was there in the 60s.
Although this is technically called the Metropole Parasol, everyone actually calls it Las Setas, the mushrooms. It was designed to be an abstract wooden canopy structure inspired by the vaulting of the cathedral and the fig trees of the nearby market.
The locals looked at it and said, it looks like mushrooms.
Doesn't look very wooden.
No, to be honest, most of what I'm seeing is metal.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be one of the world's biggest wooden structures, but it's a little bit controversial as to how true that is.
Not seeing wood ever anywhere.
To be honest, it just looks like a massive roller coaster.
Yeah, it's giving roller coaster.
The 28-metre high walkway that winds across the top of the structure gives a 360-degree view of the city that rivals the Giralda. The cathedral and the tower, visible in one direction, the Triana neighbourhood and the Bar Alcázar in another.
And a pretty retro basilica too.
Basilica
The Macarena.
La Macarena.
The story of Las Setas starts in the 1990s. The city wanted to build a car park, but when they started digging in hit Roman ruins, the car park was cancelled. Eventually, the ruins were preserved in a museum built around it, and this was built to shelter over it.
It was called ugly, inappropriate, a waste of money and an insult to the historic city. Gradually, though, the locals got used to it, and now it's one of the most visited sites in Seville.
The car park would not have been.
All the pieces have a polyurethane paint coating that protects the wood from humidity and external agents that could damage it. Touch me, wood, is what it says.
How'd you do this? Automated.
From the newest thing in Seville to one of the oldest neighbourhoods, the Triana district was waiting on the other side of the river. The walk takes you over the Puente de Isabel II, the Triana Bridge, which has been the main crossing point between the city and the neighbourhood for centuries.
We decided popping into the Mercado de Triana would be a great stop for lunch. From the outside, it looks like a covered market, which it is. What it doesn't advertise is that you're standing on top of the former headquarters of the Spanish Inquisition.
The cells, the interrogation rooms, and the foundations are all still here, preserved directly beneath the market floor.
We didn't know that bit though. Instead, we wandered around to admire the sights, the smells, and the local specialties before settling on some tasty pastries and a couple of slices of grandmother cake, which is absolutely banging, by the way.
Wow. Thank you so much. Whoa. This is really good. Oh my gosh. This might actually be my new favourite dessert. So good.
Grandmother cake.
Grandmother was cooking, clearly.
With lunch finished, we thought maybe drinks were in order, and we had just the place in mind.
With no GPS, no phones, and embarrassingly limited Spanish, we set ourselves the challenge of finding it the old-fashioned way. So we've found ourselves in the Triana district, and we've heard about this bar which supposedly sells the blood of Christ. So we've challenged ourselves to find it. All we have is the street address, this map, and this guide. Let's see how long it takes us to get there.
I'm kind of dreading this, I can't lie.
Actually, wait a minute, we need to actually know what the address is first.
Okay.
I wrote the address down on the schedule. No, I didn't. I know that we have to go across the bridge.
That's a good start. What is the name of the bridge for starters?
There. So we're there. We also need to find the street that we're heading to. C. Boteros. Can you imagine having to do this every time you wanted to go somewhere?
I can already tell this is not going to end well.
Is there like an index? Oh, there is.
Ooh.
Right, so streets. But it's not there. Oh, there it is.
No way.
I hope this is the correct street. Es Pablo. But I can't see any street signs. A bit concerned because I can see the street's about to split into two. So we need to make sure that we stay on this one.
By method of deduction, it's not those two, so it must be this one?
Yeah. So we're currently there, where the little man is, and we need to be that X.
And then we've got another little landmark on the way we can look out for, El Divino Salvador. I do always find that it really sucks for the one friend that is on navigation, because they are just like head down. You don't actually get to look up and take it all in.
And also when you just put a location on a map app,
it just takes you to the most efficient route. Whereas we've kind of detoured past landmarks to actually enjoy the journey. I feel like we would never have found this if we'd just used Google Maps.
Literally, I didn't even know this place existed.
Right, so my navigation calculations tell me that we are right there on the corner of that church.
Perfect.
With Villegas del Rosario that way, so we need to go up there. There shall be another street just spitting out there. Our second right down there will be the street that we are searching for, so then we just have to find the bar on the street. And that's it, done.
Mission complete.
Jesus found. Yep, this is it, this is it. There's no street name. Boteros. Yep, that's it.
No way.
Found it.
We did it.
It's closed.
Shut up.
It's closed.
No, it's not.
They didn't put the opening times on the map. Okay, what now?
Ice cream.
Big downside to navigating with only a map, they don't tend to list opening times on them. We decided to head back to the hotel, get washed up and grab some dinner before heading back out to finally experience Bar Garlochí.
It's time.
Let's go.
It's cash only.
Who even takes cash these days?
After 2 days in Seville without a phone to lean on, we learned something about how travel used to feel and whether the Golden Age deserved its name. The honest answer is, it depends.
Navigation without GPS forces you to actually look at where you are, to read a street, follow the sun, ask a stranger. You notice things, you get lost. Sometimes that's the best thing that happens all day.
But there's a difference between a romantic wrong turn in the afternoon and genuinely not knowing how to get home when the light's fading. The safety net matters.
Pre-booking though, that's non-negotiable now. We got incredibly lucky getting into the places we did, even with it being out of season. Travel is more accessible than it's ever been, which is genuinely wonderful. And the price of that accessibility is that you do share the world's most beautiful places with everyone else who also saved up to see them. You can either fight that or plan around it.
And maybe that's the real lesson. Not that the 1960s had it right. They didn't have it entirely right. But that slower, more deliberate travel is still available to us if we choose it. We don't need to bring back paper tickets and cigarette smoke on airplanes.
But we can put the phone away sometimes. Maybe walk without a destination, except being a little bit lost. Take photos for memories, not just for hashtags. Because maybe the golden age of travel isn't a decade, it's a mindset.
If more people get to see the world and have a well-deserved break, narrow seats and sweaty plane sandwiches are a small price to pay, aren't they? Ask me again on the flight home.